Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of That's All Funny. Yeah, no, we're doing it. Well, there's the music. Episode number 708. That's what I have written down here on my notes. What's up? Yeah, I'm recording this. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I record like a little bit of like a day ahead or something. Uh, Mainly because I have this job coming up. I should be starting it today. Hip hip hooray, right? Should be easy for the first few months. It's just training, see what's up. Hopefully, I can keep the interviews coming. Keep obviously the podcast going because I just love it. I love. I just like talking to myself. It's fun, and whoever listens, I appreciate you all commenting and liking, subscribing, wishing, hoping, praying, and all that other Buddy Holly shit. What's with these homies? This and my girl. Nah, Weezer. The only good Weezer album is Maladroit, and I think everyone in the Weezer verse hates it, but I love Maladroit. The Red album's not that bad too, but I'm not really into like you got your big G, got my hash pipe. I never got it as a kid. I never knew what hash was. Like why they censored it, in the song. I was like, why? And then why are these sumo wrestlers sumoing? Never made sense to me. But what does make sense to me anymore, right? Or back then, especially. Let's check out the news. We got a little bit of news here. Historic cyclone roller coaster in Coney Island, New York, grinds to a halt. So I guess an historic, uh, like it's saying a roller coaster is no more, and it's been around for since 1927, which that's about what almost 100 years, right? Right under like 98 years. That's quite a long time. I've always thought about like roller coaster, like because back in the day when I would go to like carnivals that came into town. It's like, where do you like as a kid, you didn't think anything, I never liked riding the rides. I'm not a big ride person. I've only ridden one roller coaster, the Roadrunner, and I hated it. I hate fucking I already have a fear of driving, right? And a fear of everything else, let alone roller coasters. But like now as an adult, I'm like, how did they buy these roller coasters, these carnival people? Like, where do you? And then they all looked always like worn down, like they're always used. You know what I mean? They were never like brand new roller coasters. These roller coasters, these rides, or these Ferris wheels at these like makeshift carnivals were always like put together with fucking gum and tennis shoes and laces and rubber bands, and paper clips, and you're like, where the fuck did they get them? I just never understood that now as an adult. But yeah, you look at rides now, and they're all run on computers. I'm sure they could be hacked into, and fucking all this crazy shit can go down. But fuck that. I'm probably afraid to even do like roller coaster simulator here on the computer, just because that shit heights and speeds and all that. If I want to ride a roller coaster, I'll go drive on a highway. Like that's just as high, that's just as fast, that's just as scary to me. But rest in peace to the historic Cyclone roller coaster. You'll be better off in roller coaster heaven or wherever they go to, right? Let's see here what's next. Deadpool and Wolverine tops North American box office with 18.3 million. I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure Mint Salad saw it and said it was pretty good. I've already seen all the spoilers. That's all that like is all over Twitter. Whenever that shit did come out, like all Twitter was Deadpool fucking cameos, spoilers, this and that. That's all the internet is just loves to spoil everything. And I don't care anymore. Like I don't get out, so I wasn't like, oh, I gotta go watch this movie because I just don't get out. So it's like, I don't mind if I see a spoiler. I just want like a high quality one. I hate when they're like nasty cam spoilers or someone just like words it like show me the spoiler in like the highest quality you can show it to me. Like and the full thing, not just like a photo still or something, like give me a good spoiler. not a shitty ass spoiler, not a spoiled spoiler or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I don't know. And then I see here that's pretty funny. The Wiggles are launching a parenting podcast. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. The Wiggles. Oh, the Wiggles are interesting. Like I've seen them do like they're actually a pretty decent like performing musical band, and I don't know. It's something of a like lost art to do like children entertainment and do it right, like edutainment, I guess you would call it, because children are so hard to keep like focused and to teach and to mold in the right way to where there's an equal amount of like teaching but then also giving the child freedom to do whatever they want, because it's their mind still growing, so nurturing, right, I guess is the better word. That's like a lost art, it really is, because now all you have is like Baby Shark, which is like propaganda, and you have people trying to shove down rainbow this or trans rights that, and it's a scary world we live in where it's hard to teach your child right from wrong when people don't even understand what's right and what's wrong to them. They don't know who are the good guys and who are the bad guys, very very much lines in the sand, right? But great great job to Deadpool and Wolverine. Cheers to them. Hip hip hooray bruv, or whatever you would say in Great Britain. Next year on the news, Breonna Taylor raid. You remember that? Experts explained why felony charges against two former officers were dismissed. So, 4 years after Breonna Taylor was shot and killed in her home, a federal judge has dismissed felony charges against two former Metro Police Department detectives who worked on the search warrant in the forced entry raid. So, if you remember correctly, I guess she was like asleep in her home. It got a no knock warrant or a knock warrant, no knock warrant. I don't know what it's called, but the cops basically went into their homes, shot at her dude who was there and who was, being served the warrant, and they shot her and she died. And they were trying to charge all the police people for doing it. And now, I think it was like four cops in total. And two of them are getting the charges dropped, and they're blaming of course the boyfriend because he was in trouble. And they say shit like he should have complied, he should have opened the door, blah blah. I don't know, right? All I know is cops need to de-escalate. Cops need to learn to not just pull out their pew pews and go pew 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 everywhere. It's I don't know. It's That's a lost art too, right? A cop, like you're in a vest, you're in tactical gear, you have weapons on you, and you choose to like freak out and take, you know what I mean? Like de-escalate, assess the situation, assess the threat, and then go as needed. Don't just pull out your gun and start shooting. But it sucks for her, right? I don't know if she was a good person or not, right? Where we all have our issues. I don't know much about this case other than the charges are getting dropped on two other officers. So I'm pretty sure if the case continues, the other officers will be dropped as well, and the only person to blame will be the dude. So cops are corrupt. Whatever. Right? I'm still sour about Uvalde. And the cops taking forever. But that Pete Adorno piece of shit, he got fired. He's going through his own personal hell that he deserves, and he deserves to continue on it on whatever course that may be, you know. Which I hope he rots. I hope he rots in hell, like I really do. But for this case, that sucks for her. I hope I don't know. I hope justice is served. That's all you could say. But it sounds like it's gonna be the cops getting cleared again, and oops, it's just gonna be put like a oopsies. Let's give them 2 weeks off, unpaid leave or whatever, or paid leave, and a slap on the wrist, maybe like a little note to file in their fucking files, and oopsies, let's go back. And a woman's dead, but my bad. Sorry. Sorry. But speaking of blame and all that. Next here on the news, Disney fined $36,000 after crew member fell to death on Marvel TV set. OSHA has fined Disney $36,000 in connection with the death of Juan Spike Osorio, a lighting technician who fell through a faulty catwalk on the set of a Marvel TV series. Behind the scenes of Wonder Man. I have no idea what Wonder Man is. Like, who is this hero, Wonder Man, right? But anyways, it's crazy to think that, oh, it's not like police charges, it's not this and that, it's OSHA fining Disney for a faulty, a faulty catwalk and the man falling to his death and dying. It's a fine, and that's what they put on the cost of a man's life is $36,000, which is like what, maybe a year's pay at minimum wage, probably for this man's job. A year's pay is how much they're being fined for him, right? Disney probably makes $36,000 like half a second. In every second, they probably make $36,000 in their bankroll. So that's nothing to them. That really is nothing to them. So for them to only get fined that is kind of like a spit in the face. I hope this man had insurance with them, and yeah, I hope that he. I don't know. It sounds horrible the way he died, how he fell and he whatever says forcefully impact, and it was accident, whatever. But they still, hopefully, they take care of his family because I'm sure he was a working man if he was working. And I don't know. Rest in peace to someone who was just in a terrible accident. It's terrible. No, not good, right? Lastly, here on the news, France detains Telegram CEO Pavel Durov, fanning tensions with Russia. And from what I read in this article, um, they're detaining him on the growing concern in Europe about Telegram's use by pedophiles, drug traffickers, and other criminals. So yeah, I know I'm in the boat where I think Telegram, that's all it's used for. Like, I've never used Telegram. I've had someone tell me, "Hey, do you use Telegram?" I'm like, "No." You should use it to message me, and I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm not about to fucking deal with all those pedophiles and shit. They're on Telegram, messaging whoever the fuck they want, like underage and shit like that. Forget that. You know what I mean?" So, um, that's all I feel like it's for. Otherwise, there are so many other messenger apps. You have fucking what you have Twitter, you have Instagram, you have fucking Facebook Messenger. Like, come on, like, I don't need to make myself look suspicious as fuck using Telegram. I think another person asked me to use Telegram once, just once. I'm like, no, we'll stick to Twitter. I don't want to. And this was like for a podcast like interview. She was like, "Do you use Telegram?" I'm like, "No, I'd rather have your phone number or fucking keep this on Twitter, even if you're not on Twitter all the time. Or how about email? Yeah, let's stick with email instead of where the pedophiles and other sick traffickers roam." But this guy, I don't know if he deserves all the shit for it. I mean, he created it, but they're the ones using it in that way. Kind of like how Twitter was created, this certain way, but it's being used in another way. So we can't all like be blamed for our creations. You know what I mean? Like, I know that'd be like God and fucking what's his name? What's the devil's name? Ludicrous? No, I don't know. I'm thinking about Ludicrous. Ho ho, use a hoe. Ho, use a hoe. I said that use a hoe. Oh no, I don't know. But yeah, purse to him. No, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just don't use Telegram. Use Twitter like a normal person. Use Discord. Discord, even though that one is just as bad too. And yeah, I don't know. Just stick to the stick to the roads and the raves that we're used to. I don't know. That's all funny. I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. It's available wherever podcasts are available. Just search That's All Funny. I have a podcast with my buddy Gabe called That's All Kayfabe. Talk about wrestling. That's available everywhere. Just search That's All Kayfabe. You don't listen to the show I do with Men's Salad. Just look for Tits and Areolas with Men's Salad everywhere. That's available everywhere in audio. If you want to see the YouTube video versions of this, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@LorenzoAriola. Got the wrestling there, the tits and areolas with mint salad there. She's hot. I'm a piece of shit. It works. Or I got video version of this podcast. That's all funny where you can watch it. Hey, you can watch me talk about it. I got donation links. Blah blah blah. Help me out. I'm a piece of shit, right? If you want to commission any art from the artist that does all the art for the show, check out at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram. That's at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram or Twitter. Check them out there. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Lorenzo Ariola. And you can check out the Patreon too, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. Help the podcast. I got ad-free episodes, early episodes, stuff like that. Check that out. Anything helps. Like, share, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, everything, check it out. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. I'll see you next time. Thank you, my Patreon subscribers. Everyone, take care. Bye.